Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our MyTown TV app for your Android or iPhone to watch other live broadcasts and see archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please like and follow all of our social media to keep up with everything happening at MyTown TV. This broadcast will begin in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our app for your smart TV on Roku or Apple TV to watch other live and archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our MyTown TV app for your Android or iPhone to watch other live broadcasts and see archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please like and follow all of our social media to keep up with everything happening at MyTown TV. This broadcast will begin in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our app for your smart TV on Roku or Apple TV to watch other live and archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our MyTown TV app for your Android or iPhone to watch other live broadcasts and see archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please like and follow all of our social media to keep up with everything happening at MyTown TV. This broadcast will begin in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our app for your smart TV.
High school. It's the 64th District Softball Championship right here on MyTown TV. I'm Chris Pullum. I'll be joined a little later by Noah Rhodes for tonight's broadcast. And well, tonight it's another chapter in one of Northeast Kentucky's best rivalries, the Ashland Kittens and the Boyd County Lady Lions, this time for, as we mentioned, the 64th District crown. These two teams know each other well. They've already split two meetings this season. Boyd County won the first one right here at Ashland by a count of 8-2 back on April 21st. 1 week later, Ashland went to Boyd County and answered with a 13-8 win. Tonight, well, it's round 3, and there is not much mystery left between these two clubs. Boyd County comes in, coached by Lance Caesar, with a lineup that has produced 337 hits, 274 runs, and a team batting average of 370 on the season. For Ashland, Coach Scotty Ingram brings one of the most dangerous power lineups in the state of Kentucky. 41 home runs, 253 RBIs, and a pitching staff with an ERA of 2.39. It's the Lady Lions and the Kittens, power against pressure, two programs that can swing it, two teams that have already proven they can beat one another. When we come back, we'll start talking about the Boyd County Lady Lions right here as the Restoration RX pregame show continues on MyTown TV.
Download our app today.
Whoa, easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me?
Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Hot doggies, give me that.
What in the Pixar?
You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner.
Gets them every time.
Rewards. Got it.
Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan home at Big Sandy Superstore.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
And welcome back to the Restoration RX pregame show live here from Ashland Blazer High School. And we're going to bring you the 64th District Championship right here on MyTown TV. I'm Chris Pullum. I'm joined by Noah Rhodes, who's done such a tremendous job this season helping out the Ashland boys baseball team with his PA announcing, and actually stepped onto the mic a few times with us for a couple games. But let's start with the Boyd County Lady Lions. They're coached by Lance Caesar, and they come into this one with a 19-13 record. And this is a team that's got some power up and down the lineup, don't they, Noah?
Yes, they do have a lot of power, especially you look at that 3 and 4. You know, J.C. Goad and Brooklyn Jacobs, they are light tower power, and without one of their bigger bats as well, Layson Black. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Boyd County approaches at the plate. You know, they don't have one of their big power bats to help clean up the base runners they leave on, but I know Lance Caesar's got a few tricks up his sleeve, as he always does, and he'll make the best he can do with what he's got.
Well, really, if you look at their first 4, that is a dangerous lineup. Savannah Henderson, who's already committed to play at the University of Kentucky. Jaden Goad, who's one of the toughest outs you're going to find in Eastern Kentucky. J.C. Goad, big sister, who's on her way to Marshall next season. And Brooke Jacobs, who has a lot of power in that bat. I forget how many home runs she's had this season, but she's given several a ride. And Ashland's going to have to be careful how they pitch to that top of the lineup, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to make sure that they're, staying away from the power. Can't give anything they can't pull. Nothing they can pull, because I've seen it a time or two. When they pull the ball, they give it a ride.
Brooke Jacobs has 6 home runs on the season. Boyd County hits home runs, but it's Ashland who leads the 16th region with 41. That's good enough for 10th in the state of Kentucky. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Ashland Kittens right after this on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage, family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do bodywork and repair.
We've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
The purpose of Escape the Vape is going to be to try to get the teenagers and the young kids to stop vaping. With the kids, their brains are still forming until they're 25. Parents in the community need to and pay attention if their kids are using it, because there are signs that their kids use it.
Mom, what's for dinner?
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX. Water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community. Someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Pathways has been around for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the caring you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, and we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling,
And welcome back for First Pitch, brought to you by Restoration RX. It's Boyd County and Ashland. And we are starting a little bit early tonight, folks, because the threat of some serious weather has been lingering all evening and afternoon into the evening. And we're going to take advantage of the clear skies while we can. So it will be Brooklyn Duckweiler who will step up against Brooke Jacobs to start things off, and Jacobs misses high and outside. Duckweiler, one of the most prolific home run hitters on the season in the state of Kentucky. She has 12 under her belt, tied with her teammate Jenna Delaney, who also is on 12, but Brooklyn hitting .476 on the season is almost gaudy as she steps in to face off against Jacobs one more time. Duckweiler lays off that one. That was close, Noah.
Yeah, it was a little bit upstairs. Good call by the umpire at home plate.
So the infield taking a chance to come in and converse as Brooke Jacobs, who had started the game with a knee brace on her left knee, has decided to continue without it. She missed badly on her first pitch of the game, and clearly that was bothering her. That's Bill Renzi behind the plate tonight. Justin Royster, your umpire on first base, and I did not catch the one on third. Noah, do you know who that is?
Not off the top of my head, no, but
that one misses upstairs.
gotta assume Scott Ingram's going to give Duckweiler a take sign here. Just take no risk, 3-0, and she's not getting anything to hit yet.
I would think so. And instead, she hits it right to second base, but Goad overthrows her target. May able to recover to hold Duckweiler to 1. A rare mistake from the second baseman, Jaden Goad. Fooled both of us, Noah.
Yep.
So now the hot-hitting Jenna Delaney steps in, also with 12 home runs on the season. She has been hotter than a $2 pistol over the last month, hitting .435 on the season, leads the team in doubles, triples, and tied in home runs. That one misses off the corner.
As you said, Delaney leads in doubles, triples, and tied for home runs. She's a hit to all fields, but she'll clear the field if she has to. 12 home runs, that's an impressive feat. And for the kids to have two that can do it at the top of their order as well, just strikes fear in any opposing pitcher.
She's the emotional leader of this club, too, Noah. I've noticed when the team needs a pick-me-up, it's usually Jenna who's leading it. She looks at strike one. Count goes to 1-1 to the Ashland shortstop. I need to say also, Brooke Jacobs with a .382 ERA on the season. She wasn't meant to be Boyd County's ace this season, but she's had to step in due to injury and put in some serious work. She's thrown 144 2/3 innings coming into this one. Boyd County has really relied on her for their success this season. Again, Boyd County has been hit with the injury bug pretty seriously all year. Elin Simpkins has been out all season with a shoulder injury. Layson Black came back from a foot injury, but ended up getting shut down for the rest of the year, so she's out.
Jacob's the Lone Ranger now for the Lady Lions rotation, but she's put in a great shift this season.
She sure has. I know Coach Lance Caesar is proud of the effort that he's gotten out of her. Count goes full now on Delaney. Last time these two teams played, Noah, it was Delaney who hit a couple bombs to right center field. It led to a big comeback. Keith Rourke is the official on third. Thank you very much. Here comes the 3-2. Delaney lays off the high changeup. And that will put runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the first. And if that's catching you off guard, Ashland hitting first here in the top of the first, it's because Boyd County won the bye and entered the 64th district tournament as the 1 seed when they beat Ashland here 8-2 back on April 21st. So now Zoe Smith, it doesn't get any easier. Smith is also a home run hitter, isn't she?
Yeah, she's got incredible pop as well. I mean, we said, the 1 through 4 for Boyd County is dangerous, but just as well, the Ashland Kittens equally as dangerous and equally as likely to put one over the fence.
Here's the 0-1. That one misses outside. Count goes to 1-1 on the Ashland left fielder. Addie Lane on deck for the Kittens. Nobody out here, top of the first. That one misses downstairs. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Zoe Smith. Smith, who also missed some games this year due to injury. A pickleball injury that she picked up mid-season.
One of those things can't imagine Coach Scott Ingram's happy with.
As long as she comes back healthy, and she certainly has. Smith A little late on that one. Sends it Oppo out of bounds. That might have hit a truck. 2-2 now, the count to Smith. Smith usually a pull hitter when she hits dingers. Here comes the 2-2 from Jacobs. That went in the dirt in front of the plate. Full count now.
Good block by the catcher, Emily Bush. They were keeping in front of her, not allow both Duckweiler and Delaney to advance on pass ball. Got to keep base running at a minimum here for the Kittens. They're quick on their feet. They'll make you pay if you give them a mistake.
That one misses inside. Bases loaded now. And you mentioned it, the speed of Duckweiler and Delaney. Right here, a single is basically going to score you 2.
And Lance Caesar, he'll take a visit to the circle here and just try and calm the nerves of Jacobs. You know, big start, obviously. District championship game, just settle down. But, hey, we saw this last night. Ashland Tomcats started out. They got the bases loaded, and they worked it out. 3 strikeouts in a row from L.J. Murphy, and will be a heartbreaking loss for the Tomcats, 6-5, and Boyd County going to be the 64th district champions in baseball.
Yeah, it seemed like Murphy was pitching himself out of a jam every inning.
But he stuck it well, just that one missed spot in the top of the 5th that allowed the freshman third baseman, C.J. Smith, to break the game open with a 3-run double.
Noah, that was my first time seeing Grant Slater pitch. I was impressed.
I was
really impressed with him. I know that's no surprise to anyone, but he threw a terrific game. Started to show a little wear late, and that's when they made the move to Jace Manning, but really impressed with his control and command. He was really ahead and controlling every at-bat that he had last night.
And speaking of pitchers, we'll see a pitcher's duel right here. Addie Lane, she'll step into the box against Jacobs with the bases loaded and no out here in the top of the first inning.
Addie Lane has 88 plate appearances this season. This one hit towards J.C. Goad. They get 1 and 2. And Duckweiler scores, and Delaney sneaks home, so Ashland gets 2 across, even with the double play. So a heads-up play from Duckweiler. Saw that May hadn't turned to face home plate yet, so she decided to go for it, slid in under the tag, and the Kittens ahead 2-0 here in the top of the first.
And as you said, that speed, I mean, the single would score 2 runs. Man, that been a single from Addie Lane, but have to assume she'll be happy with that at-bat, helping herself out 2 runs.
Absolutely.
In the first inning.
And with these two teams, Noah, you would expect that 2 runs isn't going to do it tonight, as both of these teams are capable of putting up big numbers. Speaking of big numbers, Paige Harmon, the 8th grader, hitting .404 on the season, has 7 home runs under her belt this year. And she's ahead 2-0 to Jacobs. And that one misses low. Jacobs not happy with that no call.
Another 3-0 count here for Jacobs. Just can't seem to get ahead of any Kittens batters here early on. And yeah, we said Duckweiler got a take sign. Can't imagine Scott Ingers put a take sign on here. We'll see Harmon swing away. She's got a chance to put a bat on it.
Now that went in the dirt, so that is the 3rd walk of the inning given up by Brooke Jacobs. That'll bring up the 3rd baseman, Emma Penson.
Number 60, Emma Benson.
Penson on the season, she's capable of going yard. She's had 3 home runs, hitting .351 on the year. If I recall, I think she had a couple base hits the last time these two teams played. That one misses upstairs. And Jacobs really struggling trying to find the mitt right now, Noah.
Early game nerves, I'm certain, for Jacobs. You know, just she'll settle in eventually. She'll find her rhythm, and she always ends up doing somehow in these games.
She does get stronger as the game goes on, as Penson fouls that one back. Count goes to 1-1. Two of the best coaches you're going to find in softball in Northeast Kentucky facing off tonight, Lance Caesar and Scotty Ingram. I know they have tremendous respect for one another. Count goes to 2-1 on Pinson. Not so much respect that they aren't capable of ribbing each other from time to time.
Two guys who love the sport indefinitely, and they'll make their presence known on the field.
Absolutely. Pinson lays off that one, but it was a strike right on the inside corner. Count goes to 2-2. Pinson, as you notice, wears number 60. Noah, she wears that for her grandfather, who also wore number 60 back when he played. Full count once again. That one was close.
It was very close, and Ingram saw him give a sign to Paige Harmon. She'll be taking off on the pitch, or on the pitch here. She'll be moving 3 on full count, 2 outs, just get her in motion.
Pinson swings and misses, and that'll do it for Ashland, but they get 2 across here in the top of the first. You're watching the 64th District Championship right here on MyTown TV.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
3 straight possessions. We're back for the 64th District Championship here on MyTown TV. It was Ashland who was able to get into Brooke Jacobs a bit in the top of the first. They got 2 across, and now it's Boyd County's opportunity to fight back. They'll lead things off with Savannah Henderson. Henderson, the third baseman for Boyd County, has already committed to play her collegiate career at the University of Kentucky. She's hitting .414 on the year, 10 doubles, 3 triples, and 7 dingers on the season.
Savannah Henderson.
As you said, committed to the University of Kentucky. It's impressive to see someone who's only a junior in high school already have that level of respect from college coaches, and to make a decision like that obviously early on in her career, it benefits her well because she's getting a chance to learn about the program. In her 2 years, she'll end up playing more ball, and it'll only benefit her in the long run.
Lane starts her off with a pitch down the middle that Henderson fouls off. Mr. Riley and I were talking before the game. If you put together an all-star team of Boyd County and Ashland softball, I'm pretty sure you could run the table at the state tournament. There's a lot of talent out here on the field today.
Just got to figure out where to put everybody.
That's right.
That's the biggest issue.
You're going to have some people playing out of position, but I'm really more concerned with them getting up to the plate. You could go up with Henderson, the Goads, Duckweiler, Delaney,
Paige Harmon out in the outfield. Not to mention the rotation as well would be lights out.
Henderson pops that one up. Delaney is on it. 1 away here for Addie Lane in the bottom of the first inning.
Now coming to the plate.
That'll bring up Jaden Goad. Goad, who spent most of the season leading off the lineup for Boyd County, moves to the 2 spot, hitting .414 on the season. 46 hits in her 111 plate appearances. She has 9 doubles on the year. Has only struck out 3 times this season, Noah.
An impressively hard out, Jaden Goad is.
Lane starts her off. The fastball right down the middle.
and I've called a lot of baseball games, seen a lot of baseball games. One thing that is in softball that doesn't exist in baseball is the slap hitter, someone who can get that run and go. I've seen Goad do it a lot,
and she will absolutely. As you saw her take that step forward on that pitch, that was her intent, was to try to slap that one down and leg out the throw. Count goes to 1-1 now on Jaden Goad. That one misses down and out. I mentioned Goad has only struck out 3 times this year. He's also only walked 6 times this season. So she's going to make the defense make a play when she's in the box. And she looks at strike 2.
Good pitch by Lane there to clip the outside corner. Run the count even now.
Sister J.C. Goad on deck for the Lady Lions. Here comes the 2-2 from Lane. Slapped over the head of Penson, but foul. So we'll line them up and do it again with a 2-2 count. Left side of the infield playing in, anticipating that slap hit from Goad. That one hit down the line. And Smith able to make the play in foul territory. 2 away now.
Great range shown off there by Zoe Smith to come down and get that ball in foul territory on the infield third even to.
J.C. Goad.
So the senior J.C. Goad steps in. She'll be playing at Marshall next season, and she has set just about every batting record in the history books at Boyd County this season. Fouls that one straight back at us. I hope she knows I gave her a compliment. She didn't have to try to take me out. Bottom of the first, 2 away. Ashland with a 2-0 lead when Duckweiler and Delaney scored on a double play ball. That one catches the outside corner. I do not think J.C. Goad agrees with that one. 0-2 now the count with Lane way ahead.
As you said, 2 runs scored that double play ball. I'd assume Boyd County's happy giving up 1 run for 2 outs, but 2 runs, I'm not sure Lance Caesar was pleased with that outcome.
And Goad goes down swinging for only the 10th time this season. And the Lady Lions go down 1-2-3. We're going to the second. It's Ashland 2, Boyd County nothing. We'll be right back on MyTown TV.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Clark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
We're back to start the second inning here on MyTown TV. It's the 64th District Softball Championship. And, of course, all of our district and regional coverage is fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop and presented by Big Sandy Superstores and made possible thanks to our friends at Restoration RX. Ashley Ingram will step in for the Kittens. It's 7, 8, 9 in the lineup for Ashland.
Number 2, Ashley
So
Ingram.
the senior center fielder. after what I would consider a big first inning. Ashland getting 2 across, and it was Delaney who hustled from second on a double play ball to slide under the tag at home that made that possible. As Ingram fouls that one straight back. Ashley Ingram on the season hitting .301, 25 hits, 16 RBI, 5 doubles, and 2 triples. And she looks at ball 1 in the dirt. Need to make mention that Noah brought, looks like macaroni and cheese with chicken on top and did not bring enough for everyone in the room. Ingram slaps that one into right field, but Maynard makes the grab, 1 away. So the second baseman, Addison Wolf, will step in.
24, Addison Wolf.
Wolf, who spent most of the first half of the season really not getting many at-bats. But when Riley Harmon hurt her finger a few weeks ago on a play at first base, Wolf has had to step into the batting order, and she's done a pretty good job so far as she looks at strike 1. Here's the delivery from Jacobs. That went downstairs for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1. One misses up and out. And fans, if you tuned in to listen to Noah Rhodes tonight, he's going to take over play-by-play for the 3rd inning tonight. Going to give him his big shot. Actually, I'm just going to leave. It's going to be all yours. Wolf fouls that one back. Count goes to 2-2 on Lunchbox. Abby Lynch on deck for the Kittens. So Wolf digs in. Here comes the 2-2 from Jacobs. Wolf hits that one out of play right on top of the Ashland Kittens dugout. Count will remain 2-2. Wolf was just way ahead of that one. Late on that one as she fouls that one towards the Boyd County dugout. 2-2, still the count. Wolf on the season hitting .310, but as I mentioned, that's a pretty small sample size. 42 at-bats on the year. Wolf hits that one towards May, who gloves it and makes the play at first. So 2 down here in the top of the 2nd inning.
Now batting for the Kittens, number 12, Abby Lynch.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Abby Lynch. Lynch had a double and a single last time against Boyd County at their place. She's hitting just shy of 300 on the season with 3 doubles. That one misses inside. Top of the order on deck for the Kittens with Brooklyn Duckweiler. Letter high pitch right on the outside corner. 1-1 now the count. 2 outs here, top of the second. Ashland with a 2-0 lead. Here's the delivery from Jacobs. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes now the count to the Ashland senior right fielder. And Lynch looks at strike 3 right on the outside tape, and that will do it for Ashland. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's Ashland 2, Boyd County nothing. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
It'll be the pitcher, Brooke Jacobs, who will lead things off here for Boyd County in the bottom of the second inning. And yes, you heard that correctly. We are playing at Ashland, but Boyd County will be the home team in the official scorebook because they won the bye game earlier in the season right here at Ashland.
Off the bottom of the second.
While they split on the season, the game that really mattered for the seeding purposes was that first game of the year back on April 21st when Boyd County won 8-2 right here at Ashland Blazer. Of course, a week later, Ashland went out to Boyd County and won that one 13-8. Nice looking pitch from Lane for strike 1. Lane's doing a good job of trying to get ahead of hitters early. Something Grant Slater did a terrific job last night for the Boyd County Lions. That one misses low. Count goes to 1-1. That one missed inside. 2 balls and a strike now the count to Brooke Jacobs. Jacobs has gotten it done on in the circle and at the plate this year, hitting .358. She has 6 home runs. Second on the team in dingers behind Savannah Henderson. Here comes the 2-1 from Lane. Fouled off. Count goes to 2-2. And I'm thinking, didn't she have a grand slam in the game out at – it was here. That's right. Yeah, in the 8-2 win here back on April 21st. Jacobs had a grand slam in that one. Count goes full now. Lane being extra cautious how she pitches Jacobs. Here's the 3-2. Just misses the outside tape. So Jacobs reaches on a walk. First walk given up by Addie Lane tonight. And it looks like we're going to have Hadley Culp on as a courtesy runner. I believe that's right, number 12.
Number 12, Hadley Culp.
That is correct. It is Hadley Culp as the courtesy runner, and Gracie Stevens, the center fielder, at the plate. Stevens hitting .376 on the year in 101 at-bats. She has 38 hits, 28 RBI. She has 4 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs. She has walked 5 times, struck out 17. And she looks at strike 1 right on the inside corner. That one popped up. Duckweiler under it, makes the play. And had a chance at first. I don't think she saw Addison Wolf covering the bag.
Now batting
So 1 away here after the fly out. That'll bring up the catcher, Emily Bush. Bush, only a sophomore, hitting almost 400 on the season. 88 at-bats. She has 35 hits, 20 RBI. Bush fouls that one straight back. 3 doubles on the year. She has walked 8 times and struck out 5. Bush squared to bunt, and the ball initially got past Duckweiler, but she settled and made the throw down in time to put out Hadley Culp, who tried to advance, thinking the ball got past Duckweiler. So now we've got 2 away. And I think, what was the count? 1-1, okay. That one catches Bush. So she'll get her base with 2 outs. And that will bring up the first baseman,
now batting number 10,
Kaylee May. So Bush will step off, and Taylor Caesar comes on in her place. And if that name sounds familiar, it should. It's Lance Caesar's daughter.
As a courtesy runner, number 6, Tyler.
Should also mention Brooke Caesar's daughter, so she doesn't start texting me. Catches the inside corner. Strike 1. That one fouled off. Now Lane way ahead in the count. Designated player Taylor Culp on deck for Boyd County should Kaylee May happen to reach. That one misses up and out. The ball and 2 strikes now. The count to Kaylee May. May fouls another one straight back. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Lane now ahead to the pitcher, Kaylee May. 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. 2-2 now the count. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Boyd County. We're going to the top of the third. It's Ashland 2, Boyd County nothing. We'll be right back on MyTown TV.
After 2.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
And we're back here on MyTown TV as Brooklyn Jacobs finishes her warm-up. Through 2 complete here at Ashland softball field, we see the Kittens on top 2-0. And leading off the top of the third inning, it will be the Kittens lead off, the catcher, number 21, Brooklyn Duckweiler. Duckweiler reached on an error in the first inning as Jaden Goad overthrew her target at first base.
Yeah, rare fielding mistake from this Boyd County infield that I was bragging on before the game, just how fundamentally tight they are. In the first play of the game, Jaden Goad makes a throwing mistake, which you won't see her make too many during the rest of her career.
No, not at all. And Duckweiler, she'll stand in ready for Jacobs' first offering. She'll come to the plate. Misses low and away for a ball. We saw Duckweiler score in the first inning, and we saw Delaney follow her. Both those young ladies are very talented multi-sport athletes. As you know, they were on the hardwood this winter for the All-Area Coach of the Year, Stacy Davis. Her Ashland Kittens, who made their way to the KHSA Sweet 16 for women's basketball. Duckweiler will take another ball there from Jacobs, running the count to 2-0 now.
And she is such a tough out at the plate. You can't make a mistake to her because she'll make you pay.
100% she will. We'll see what Jacobs can offer her 2-0. Can't give her too much, though, because she'll make her pay. And Jacobs just steering clear of the bat of Duckweiler. It's 3-0 now. Not giving her much to elevate with. Everything's staying relatively low, and if it will find the zone, it'll end up probably clipping the zone low. Can't imagine it'll give everything waist high and a chance to turn on it. Certainly not here. The 3-0 from Jacobs. On the outside, it'll be ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Brooklyn Duckweiler, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jenna Delaney. Delaney, the junior, batting .435 this season for the Kittens. 40 hits on 92 at bats. Has scored 52 runs for the Kittens, which leads the team. As you mentioned, Delaney can swing it, leads in doubles and triples, and tied with Duckweiler for home runs.
Also a very compelling TikTok page. I don't know if you follow it, but she usually gives her breakdowns of the games after each game. And that is a bomb.
Into right field.
Not enough, but just a sample of Delaney's power. She doesn't get a lot of Oppo home runs. She usually hits them towards center and left center. But
number 20, Zoe Smith.
Hit a ball in the deep opposite field. Riley Maynard gets the catch for the first out of the inning for the Lady Lions. And that'll bring up the Kittens left fielder, number 20, Zoe Smith. Smith, a .375 average on the season. She's always good for a base hit, as Jacobs will miss in the front of the plate, moving the count to 1-0. As we mentioned, Jacobs, still trying to shake off the nerves. She's looked a lot more solid than she did in the first inning, obviously, but the 4-pitch walk to Duckweiler.
I've seen her, I think this is the 5th time I've seen her this season. Misses that one low.
It'll get away from Bush, and Duckweiler will take a lead she'll take second. She got about halfway to third base for deciding to go back. Bush will throw down and go late on the tag. Duckweiler will safely secure second base on a wild pitch from Jacobs.
She loves to put pressure on defenses when she's on the bags, and right there she knows exactly what she can get away with. But Jacobs, as you mentioned, the 5 times I've watched her this season, she has gotten stronger as the game goes on. Ashland, I think, very fortunate to get on the board early against her.
She'll clip the inside corner of the zone for strike one there. Count it 2-1 now to Zoe Smith. Smith, another one of those Ashland kittens that Stacey Davis had the honor of coaching. And she'll put one in the right field now. Maynard get back on it. Duckweiler will tag. The throw from Maynard is not in time, and Duckweiler will advance another base. 2 away now in the top of the third inning. And we'll see the Kittens pitcher, number 25, Addie Lane, step to the plate now with a chance to give herself some increased insurance here. She drove in the game's only 2 runs on a double play ball earlier, which is, not something you say very often.
No,
driving in 2 runs on a double play
yeah.
where there was no error in the field either, just heads-up base running by both. Duckweiler had to advance, obviously, but Delaney to see that first baseman Kelly May had yet to turn around.
Yeah, that might have been the first 2 RBI double play that I've ever written in a scorebook.
Surely an anomaly in the game of softball and baseball for that matter as well, as Lane will take the first dart from Jacobs upstairs, count 1-0. These Kittens bats have been very good about being selective about which pitches they choose to swing at. And it's paid dividends here early on, drawing walks and just forcing Jacobs to throw more pitches more central and allowing for more mistakes to happen. Lane up 2-0 here on Jacobs, and she'll come to the plate. Misses down and away, and the count is 3-0 now to the Kittens pitcher.
I think you need to make her throw you a strike now. Coach Ingram's given the girls green lights on 3-0 counts so far, but at this point I think you need to make her throw you a strike, especially with Paige Harmon. Got 7 home runs under her belt on deck for the Kittens.
And not only that, but runner in scoring position at third base as well. Can't be too open to taking a swing, but she'll swing away anyways. I think we know the recipe for Scott Ingram here.
That's right.
When it comes to coaching, it's swing away. If you see a pitch you can hit, you better put a bat to it.
All gas.
After Lane fouls that one back, the count is now 3-1 here. Jacobs delivers. Fouled back again by Lane, and the count runs full. 2 away here in the top of the third. We'll see a full count to Addie Lane. Big chance for Jacobs to get out of what was a
really tight spot, yeah.
Leading off with a walk and then having her advance 2 bases on. And that one will miss outside, and Lane will get first base. And we'll see runners on the corners now for the 8th grade. The 8th grader Paige Harmon. And we will also see a courtesy runner for the Kittens is number 4, Haley Walters. Walters, a former Lady Lion herself, has made the transfer to Ashland. Another one of those basketball Kittens as well. Just goes to show them, these ladies are multi-talented athletes, just can go and do it all.
As a courtesy runner, number 4, Haley Walters. At the plate, number 1, Paige Harmon.
Harmon steps into the box with runners on the corners, 2 away here in the top of the third inning. First offering she'll see is down in the dirt, blocked by Bush. But as we said, very selective here, the Kittens bats are, and they've been getting ahead in almost every count, and it just keeps working in their favor as well, drawing bases on balls and getting easier pitches to hit. Harmon skies that one into foul territory and out of play. Just got the barrel under that one. As you said, she's got the power this season. 7 home runs for the 8th grader. A lot of development left for Paige Harmon in the 8th grade. 4 years of high school ball left at a minimum. And
she plays with the confidence of an upperclassman for sure, especially at the plate.
Another one in the dirt by Jacobs there, and the count runs to 2-1 now. But Harmon unafraid to leg out extra bases as well. 5 doubles and 2 triples on the season. Goes to show that her power doesn't just exist over the fence, it can exist inside of it as well. Jacobs will toe the rubber. She'll come with the 2-1 offering. Harmon.
You're way ahead of that one.
Great change up there by Jacobs. And the count runs even at 2-2 now.
Ashland still hitless in this one. They've had plenty of base runners, Noah.
Another one there by Jacobs, and the count run full. Yeah, no hits and 2 runs on the game. Got to be happy with the production they've been getting with the base on balls and just fielding mishaps by the Lady Lions. But at some point, I mean, as we said earlier, 2 runs will more than likely not be the deciding factor in a game like this, where we've seen offense time and time again. Got to get the bats going if you're Scott Ingram. Just increase insurance in a game like this. And she'll foul that one off and out of play.
Yeah, 31 runs combined in their previous 2 games. I just don't think 2-0 is going to hold it.
Count will remain full to Paige Harmon. And Jacobs will go at her again with another full count offering. Toes the rubber. Comes 2.
Oof.
Shot down the third base line, but foul. Harmon proving to be a tough out so far in this at-bat, but on the season, 24 strikeouts to her name, just 5 walks. Goes to show that she does like to swing the bat, and she'll be aggressive at the plate with 7 home runs. I mean, if she sees a pitch she'll take her best hack at it, but that's, kind of the trade-off. When you swing for power, you end up just missing the ball by a touch, and it'll do you in. Seems we're looking for a softball here, and we finally got one. Jacobs gets a boast of confidence from the right side of the infield there, Kaylee May and Jaden Goad. She'll get her sign from the dugout, and she'll come to the plate with another full count offering in the top of the 3rd inning. Harmon, another one foul, just a pesky hitter Harmon is being right now.
She's hammered him early. She's hammered him late. Just needs to straighten one out here.
Now, the winner of this at-bat will be very crucial here. If the Kittens can get a win from Paige Harmon and drive in a run, it'll just boast their confidence. But if not, it'll be a great momentum shift for the Lady Lions, just getting out of a jam like this. 2 runners on with already being down in the game. The full count offering again.
She went.
And they'll say she went, and Jacobs gets out of the jam with a strikeout on Paige Harmon. No runs across in the top of the 3rd inning. When we come back on MyTown TV, we'll look to see if the Lady Lions can provide any bit of insurance for their pitcher, Brooklyn Jacobs. As of now, the score stands 2-0 through 2.5 innings here on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do bodywork and repair.
We've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
After Brooklyn Jacobs, the pitcher for the Lady Lions, sported another 0 spot in the top of the 3rd inning, we'll see if the Lady Lions can get some runs on the board here and try and knot up a 2-0 game here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. We will see the designated player, number 16, Taylor Culp, take to the plate for the leadoff hitter for the Lady Lions.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate boys tennis player Chris Peacock from Ashland. His 2 victories today has pushed him, well, they were in the first round of the KHSAA state tennis tournament. He'll advance to the round of 16 in singles. Congratulations, Chris.
Chris, an upstanding young man. I have a couple classes with him at Paul G. Blazer High School. Great tennis player. As Colt takes a big hat at the first offering from Addie Lane, and count is now 0-1 to the Lady Lions designated player. It's been a tale of 2 pitchers so far for this game. Lane been very good at staying ahead of opposing batters, and Jacobs has been working from behind a lot. But the count runs even now as that ball misses way upstairs by Lane. Count runs 1-1. Gulp stands in. Lane gets her sign from the dugout. And she'll come with the 1-1 offering. Swung on and missed by Culp. Count runs 1-2 now. Culp on the season, a .304 hitter for the Lady Lions. The senior has 2 doubles to her name. The 1-2 now from Lane. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A great pitch by Addie Lane there to record the first out of the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And Noah, this is a dangerous hitter in the 9-hole. Reagan Robbins, she has the power to go yard. She loves that pull those home runs down the left field line, so you have to be very careful how you pitch her, even in the 9 spot.
Yeah, she said, likes to pull the ball. 3 home runs on the season for Reagan Robbins, a .313 average. In the 9-hole, that is outstanding to have for Lance Caesar. Someone you can trust down slow in the order. That one misses inside, off the plate. The first offering by Lane there to Robbins. Robbins also has a triple and 3 doubles to her name this season. Robbins, the junior outfielder, sees the 1-0 offering. She'll sky it into left field. Joey Smith going back on it. She'll camp under it and put it away for the second out of the bottom of the 3rd inning. And those are the kind of plays, as routine as they may sound, they do get tricky with the light fixtures up here. I've seen it happen time and time again, just the ball gets lost up in the lights. But
yeah, and also don't forget, it rained hard today. The infield looks great. It was under tarp. The outfield held some water, so there are some soft spots out there.
But the batting order will now turn over for the Lady Lions, and we'll see the 3rd baseman, Savannah Henderson, step up to the plate now. And she'll send one into center field. Ingram camps underneath it, and she'll put it away for the 3rd out of the 3rd inning. Through 3, we still stand at 2-0. When we come back, the top of the 4th, we'll see if we can get any more runs across. We'll see if we can see some insurance runs for Addie Lane. The Kittens look to stay hot and try and hoist the 64th District Championship trophy. We'll see if we're top of the 4th when we come back here on MyTown TV.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
Water, mold, fire, sewage cleanup handled fast by certified pros. When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX 606 694 1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
And we're back on MyTown TV. Both sides seem to be taking a little time. Both coaches talking to their players, figuring something out. The Lady Lions will run onto the field. This inning for the Kittens, we'll see the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Emma Pinson, Ashley Ingram, and Addison Wolf coming to the plate.
You know, Jacobs has had some issues with control in this game, Noah, but, I mean, she's still been pretty effective. She's given up base runners. Ashland has pushed 2 across, but she still hasn't given up a hit in this game.
good. I mean, she has great stuff, obviously, at the plate. You know, just the struggle with control has been the ultimatum here in this game. Just if and when she decides to find her spots, Jacobs will be a problem for this Ashland lineup going forward. Pinson, as we say that, Jacobs misses upstairs with the first offering.
The curse of the
commentator.
Announcer.
Yeah, just one of those things. We've been doing pretty good with that this game, though, with the take sign from Ingram. Count 1-0 now on the senior third baseman. She'll take that one for strike one. Great pitch by Jacobs to even up the count at 1-1. Pinson, the senior, at .351 average for the Kittens this year. Has 3 home runs and 7 doubles and a triple to her name on the year. And she'll take a hearty cut and miss it. The count runs 1-2 now. Jacobs getting ahead of some batters now.
We were talking about it between the innings. This air is really heavy. We've seen some big shots from both teams that have just died in the outfield.
Jacobs once again way upstairs, misses with that offering. Count even at 2-2 now. Jacobs gets her sign. She'll toe the rubber and come to the plate with the 2-2. On the inside corner, Pinson takes a swing at it, and she'll go down swinging for the first out of the top of the 4th inning.
She might have swung at ball 3 there.
But that will bring up the Kittens' senior center fielder, number 2, Ashley Ingram. We've mentioned some lineage in this game with Lance Caesar's daughter, Scott Ingram's daughter, coming to the plate now.
Of course, we saw Scott Ingram's son last night for the Ashland Tomcats, who was their starting shortstop, came in relief of L.J. Murphy. Ashland nearly pulled off the comeback against Boyd County, but instead they'll go into the 16th region tournament in the losers bracket, which is a really tough place to be.
100%, and the same ramifications apply for this game. I mean, loser will be going into the 16th region tournament, having to face another one of the district winners. And, of course, all 8 teams that end up making the 16th region tournament do pose a threat to win it.
Yeah, but you look at Greenup. Greenup has one of the best pitchers you're going to find in eastern Kentucky. Rowan, they're the reigning champions. Boyd and Ashland also really, really tough outs.
Jacob seems to be settling into her spot in the circle now. She leads Ingram here 1-2 with 1 away in the top of the 4th inning. But yeah, just a lot of tough matchups for anybody in the 16th region tournament. Jacobs misses low with that one. Count even at 2-2.
Of course, the 16th region softball tournament will start next week at East Carter High School. We'll, of course, post the brackets as soon as those are released.
Ingram fouls that one off and hits herself in the box. Count will stay at 2-2 for the captain of the outfield, Ashley Ingram. Ingram this season batting a tick over 300 at .301 on the year. Been very good at managing her walks and strikeouts, both at 16 on the year. She'll foul another one back, and we'll run it again at 2-2. Ingram this season also a threat to take a couple extra bases. 5 doubles and 2 triples on the season. Jacob will toe the rubber for another 2-2 offering to Ingram. Here it comes. Chop to first base. May secures it, and she'll put it away for the 3 unassisted for the second out of the top of the 4th inning. And that will bring up the Kittens' second baseman, number 24, Addison Wolf. As we mentioned earlier, Wolf not having a large sample size of at-bats this year for the Kittens, but I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. She's been stepping into her role at the plate very comfortably this year. I've seen her after games take to her house and get a few swings in the garage, and just goes to show that, I mean, she's willing to put in the work.
And that's how you get better at the plate.
She's been playing with great confidence all season. She'll take that one off the plate. Getting ahead 1-0 now on Jacobs. The 1-0 misses in the dirt. Count will run 2-0 now to Wolf. Mentioned Wolf, the small sample size, but she's batting .310 on the year with 2 doubles. Just making her presence felt all the way around. Walked 7 times, striking out only 6, and she'll put a charge into 1, send it out to right field, but Maynard will camp under it, and she'll put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. No score here in the top of the 4th. The Kittens go 1-2-3, but some good contact there by the hitters down in the order. The bottom of the 4th will come up. We'll see if the Lady Lions can get on the board in the 64th District Championship when we come back right here on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6.
What our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
The more I cycled, the harder and harder it was to get out of chairs. It was restricting everything that I could do. The ultimate result was hip replacements. King's Daughters, they were fantastic. The same day I got home from the hospital, I hopped right on my bike. Knowing that you can get back on your bike and go out and accomplish something that you didn't think you'd be able to, it's just amazing.
Inspired orthopedics care at UK King's Daughters.
And we're back here on MyTown TV. As we get ready for the bottom of the 4th inning, Lane finishes warm-up, gets her confidence from her infield, and we'll see the heart of the Lady Lions order here, the 2, 3, and the 4. We'll see Jaden Goad take on Lane first. We've seen some runs come across the plate here as the Kittens lead 2-0, but we mentioned in the break, neither side a hit in this ball game through 3.5 innings. We'll see if Lady Lions can change that and perhaps get some runs on the board and give this game a little more life here. First offering from Lane is off the outside, just missed it outside.
Yeah, I mentioned 4 teams that I thought had the ability to win the 16th. I mean, you could also put East Carter and Bath County into the mix there. So you've got 6 teams who could potentially win the title here in the 16th, who you could reasonably think have a chance.
And Goad, she'll slap one into the shallow left field, and as we said, no hits yet, but Goad will
good piece of hitting.
Get on first base for the first hit of the ball game for either side now. And that'll bring up her older sister, the shortstop, J.C. Goad. We mentioned before going to the University of Marshall to pursue her academic and athletic career following her senior season. J.C. Goad this year batting .396 for the Lady Lions, 6 home runs. A dangerous hitter. Goad takes off. Duckwile to throw. Misses the glove of Delaney, but Ingram will back it up, and Goad will advance no further.
Yeah, I don't think Goad realized the ball got past Delaney.
That'll make Goad 15 for 15 on the year for stolen bases. An absolute threat on the baseball, or on the base path. Count 0-1 on J.C. Goad.
A runner in scoring position, a single will likely score. Jaden Goad from second here. Patty Lane's got to buckle down here.
Goad will foul one back over the press box. Count 0-2 now on the Lady Lions shortstop. Lane been going great so far in the circle. Only allowed that 1 base hit. Not that many base runners. Looking to keep it up here. Goes, skies one.
That's going to go out of play.
Up and out of play. So we'll stay at 0-2. Lane just got to ensure she doesn't miss her spot here in a count like this. Just maybe give something to chase here for Goad. See if she can draw a strikeout on a dangerous power bat. Another 0-2 offering from Lane. Pulled. That ball was absolutely smoked by J.C. Goad, but just got too far out in front of that one. Yet again, another 0-2 offering from Lane. Misses in the dirt. Count 1-2 now. The senior shortstop awaits the 1-2 from Lane. She'll come with it. Shot into left center field.
That'll drop.
And nobody's there. Smith corrals it. She'll throw it in. But not before Jaden Goad can score on her older sister's RBI double. And the Lions have some life here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They'll get their first run across. And that will bring up the Lady Lions pitcher, Brooklyn Jacobs.
Now coming to the plate, number 45, Brooklyn Jacobs.
The bat of Jacobs this season boasts a .358 average and 6 home runs on the year. Jacobs also been very good at mitigating strikeouts in comparison to her walks at 14 walks to 13 strikeouts. Can trade off her power well for some discipline, and she'll take the first offering from Lane off the inside for ball 1.
Yeah, you mentioned Brooke Jacobs, very dangerous at the plate. Back in the first game here in that 8-2 win by Boyd County, she had a grand slam that really separated the Lady Lions from the Kittens on that night.
Another offering on the inside taken for ball 2 now.
Yeah, that's the smart play. You want to bust her inside. You don't want her to be able to extend her arms.
As you said, I mean, when she extends, she can be very dangerous. We saw that grand slam here. Been a threat to swing it all year round. Good pitch by Lane to try and work back. Count 2-1 now. And I don't know if you guys can hear it on the broadcast, but the Whistler has returned for the Boyd County fans. Lane delivers the 2-1 on the inside, but it misses.
That was close.
Count 3-1 now to Jacobs.
You know, if you're Lane, you'd rather walk her than make a mistake here, because she can make you pay with one swing, and all of a sudden, as she represents the go-ahead run.
She'll take what she thought was ball 4, but ended up being strike 2 on the outside corner. The count runs full now to the Lady Lions pitcher. As you said, Lane would be much more satisfied with a walk than a softball to the barrel. That would more than likely clear the left field fence. And we'll see the full count. Fouled back out of play by Jacobs, and we'll stay at a full count here.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand.
We've seen it time and time again here, just continuous battles between both sides of the plate, just trying to be the toughest out they can be. We saw Paige Harmon in the top of the 3rd take what felt like a 30 pitch at bat at minimum. Just staying pesky at the plate. The 3-2 misses inside, blocked by Duckweiler. So the Lady Lions get yet a 3rd consecutive base runner now in the bottom of the 4th inning. And we'll see the Lions motion for a courtesy runner. Be number
7.
Or it'll be number 7. Apologies. That'll be Peyton Clark. As she'll look to get across home to be the go-ahead run for the Lady Lions. We'll see the Lady Lions 5-hole hitter Grace Stevens. Stevens, the center fielder for the Lady Lions this year, with a .376 average. With 8 extra base hits on the year, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. The 0-0, she squares the bunt. She'll pop it up. A diving play by Pinson. But it's a fair ball, we'll say.
It was a great effort by Pinson, just couldn't get there, but Brooklyn Duckweiler had the presence of mind to pick up the ball because Pinson touched it in fair territory, made the play at second to cut down J.C. Goad. So the lead runner will be ruled out on that play.
Heads up play by Duckweiler there. And just once again a great effort by Pinson. Almost made what would have been what felt like a Sports Center top 10 play in the bottom of the fourth inning here, but we got one away now. And we'll see Lady Lions catcher Emily Bush step up to the plate now. She'll take strike one right over the heart of the plate. And we said earlier, Lane been very consistent at getting ahead. She struggled a little more this inning, but still looking strong through 3 1/3. Once again, got to get out of the jam here and look to hit where the batting lineup will turn over at 9-1-2 for the Kittens. That one misses up and in. Count even at 1-1 now.
Bush was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat.
Bush swings over top of that one. Count 1-2 now to the Lady Lions backstop. Have to imagine Coach Caesar will be happy with just maybe some soft contact in the infield. Just break up a double play, but move some runners. One away here, bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Bush.
Yeah, that one way out of the zone. Just good pitch by Lane that completely fooled Bush.
So we have 2 away now here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and that'll bring up Lady Lions first baseman Kaylee May. May on the season a flat .300 average and 2 doubles to her name.
She struck out to end the second inning for Boyd County.
The 0-0 on the inside corner for strike one. As this game progressed, I think we've seen home plate umpire kind of expand the strike zone to the corners a lot more. Fouls that one back, count 0-2 now.
Maybe he's looked at the radar for the rest of the night.
Better get out of here with the game complete than a postponement.
I haven't checked the radar in the last 30 minutes or so, but we were projected to have some additional rain coming in. Right now, it looks like we're okay for about the next hour.
And the 0-2, Lane rings up another Lady Lion. She'll put her away, but not before the Lady Lions end up plating one. Scores now 2-1 through 4 complete here at the Ashland softball field. The top of the 5th inning is what we'll see, the 9-1-2 coming up for the Kittens. And we'll see if they can add some runs when we come back right here on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community. Someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the caring you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
Who have sponsored all of our postseason play, along with Clark's Pump. Lynch, who will step in against Brooke Jacobs And she'll look at ball one upstairs out of the zone. Lynch struck out in her only at bat against Jacobs tonight, back in the second inning. That one catches the outside corner. Count goes to 1-1 on the Ashland senior right fielder. The dangerous Brooklyn Duckweiler on deck for the Kittens. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off by Lynch. A ball and 2 strikes now the count. Jacobs struggled with control early in this game. She has settled down as this championship has progressed here into the 5th inning. As evidence of that, she is still pitching a no-hitter even though she's down 2 runs. As I mentioned, it was Addie Lane who hit into a double play in the first inning that scored 2 runs. We'll probably never see that again. And Lynch looks at strike 3 on the inside corner. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order coming up now for Ashland with 1 away. It's Brooklyn Duckweiler, the catcher, who reached on a throwing error. The second baseman back in the first inning. Walked in the 3rd inning. So she'll dig in here for her 3rd time at Brooke Jacobs. That one misses up and out, ball 1. You know, Coach Lance Caesar, you talk to him about the job that Brooke Jacobs has done this season for his Lady Lions, and he cannot say enough positive things about her, not only at the plate, but the way she has stepped up when his team has needed someone to take the ball this year when they had faced some real injury challenges. It was Brooke Jacobs who has held this thing together inside the circle. She misses that one outside. 3-0 now the count to Duckweiler. You know, she was struggling. When I say she, I'm talking about Brooke Jacobs. She was struggling back in the first inning with a knee brace on her left knee. She took it off to finish the inning. It looks like she has it back on now. I did notice it last inning as well. Before the game, as Duckweiler reached on the walk, Boyd County had both Jacobs and Savannah Henderson warming up. So you could see Henderson come on in relief. So Jenna Delaney, who has had a terrific May for these Kittens, steps in, hitting .404 on the year. She walked in her first at-bat, eventually scored, and then flew out to right field in her second at-bat. Duckweiler on the move, and she'll make it safely into second. And Scott Ingram runs out immediately to check on Duckweiler, and she's had a shoulder problem all season long, and the way she slid into the bag, it looked like she might have jammed her arm. And as she gets some attention from the Ashland medical staff, we'll take a break. You're watching the 64th District Championship on MyTown TV. We will be right back.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
Brooklyn Duckweiler was checked out by the Ashland training staff and was given the clean bill of health. She'll stay on second base now with Delaney at the plate. And now, for the second batter in a row, it's Jacobs behind 3-0. First base open. Walking Delaney wouldn't be the worst case scenario here, and that's exactly what they've done. So Duckweiler at second, Delaney at first. Zoe Smith coming to the plate, hitting .375 on the year, 6 home runs. And that is with her missing, I believe, at least 4 games this year. Coach Lance Caesar out having a conversation with his pitcher. We're going to stay right here as Jenna Delaney and Brooklyn Duckweiler chatting down the first baseline. Those two combined to score Ashland's only 2 runs on the night when Addie Lane hit into a double play to the shortstop, J.C. Goad, who turned it over to her sister, Jaden, who made the throw in time to first. But during those transitions, that gave Duckweiler and Delaney enough time to score at home. And now with 1 away, it will be Zoe Smith stepping into the box against Brooke Jacobs. First pitch misses low. That is the 9th ball in a row from Brooklyn Jacobs. Misses upstairs. Zoe Smith barely laid off of that one. As you wonder how much of this is Jacobs not being able to find the plate, how much is just trying to pitch around some very dangerous hitters at the top of this Ashland batting order. Two-one now the count to Zoe Smith. She digs back into the box. Duckweiler, your runner on second. Delaney on first, 1 away. That one misses upstairs. 3-1 now the count to the Ashland left fielder. Pitcher Addie Lane on deck for the Kittens. Figure a base hit would score. But that went up and out, so it doesn't matter as Zoe Smith will take her base. So 3 batters faced here in the 5th, 3 walks for Brooklyn Jacobs, and that will bring up the pitcher Addie Lane. Check that, 4 batters faced, strikeout, and 3 walks as she struck out Abby Lynch to lead off the inning. Infield playing in to try to mow down Duckweiler at home. Runs have been hard to come by in this game, unlike the previous 2, where both teams combined for 31 runs in 2 games. Here's the 1-0. Lane lays off that one. It was up and in the zone. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. I want to thank Noah Rhodes, who joined me for play-by-play in the 3rd and 4th inning. Thought he did a great job. Noah's on his way to the University of Kentucky after he graduates on Sunday. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit down the line, but foul. Count goes to 2-1 on Addie Lane. Paige Harmon, the designated player on deck for the Kittens. Should Lane not ground into a double play. That one misses low and in. 3-1 now the count. Nowhere to put her. So Jacobs needs to lock in here. She's in danger of losing another run to the Kittens. Popped up to Maynard. She'll make the catch. Duckweiler's going to try to score at home. She beats the throw. So the sack fly, enough to get Duckweiler home. Good throw from Maynard in right field. Duckweiler just too much speed out there. So Ashland moves their lead out to 3-1. So Paige Harmon, the 8th grader, steps up. She walked back at the first inning, struck out in the third. She has an opportunity here with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position to make something happen. That one misses low. Bounced in front of the plate. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes on Paige Harmon. Harmon with 7 home runs this season has the ability to break this game wide open with 1 swing. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Harmon. Both of these coaches do such a tremendous job managing their teams. Lance Caesar, all he did in the first season as Boyd County Lady Lions head coach was take his team into the Elite 8 as Harmon looks at strike 2. Since then, his previous 2 seasons, this one included, he has dealt with some pretty serious injury issues. That one misses low. Snap throw down to third, not in time. Full count now at the plate to Paige Harmon. Emma Penson waiting on deck for the Kittens. Should Harmon reach. Ripped down the first base line, but foul. Just foul. Here's the situation. Top 5, 2 away. 3-2 count at the plate. Zoe Smith, your runner on second. Jenna Delaney, your runner on third. Here comes the delivery from Jacobs. Misses inside. So they're loaded up for the senior, Emma Penson. Coach Scotty Ingram wants to have a word with her before she steps up to the plate. Penson has struggled so far tonight against Jacobs. She struck out twice, once in the first, another time in the fourth. But now a chance to be a hero with the bases loaded. That one gets away from Jacobs. Nice play from Bush behind the plate to knock that one down. If that had got past her, it would have scored Delaney from third. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss from Penson. 1-1 now the count at the plate to the Ashland third baseman. Brooke Jacobs has given up 1 run this inning and is trying to slam the door shut before more damage is done. Another swing and a miss from Pinson. Jacobs now ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Pinson needs to shorten up here and make contact with anything close. Lays off a pitch off the corner. 2-2 now the count to Pinson. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Jacobs gets out of the jam. Not before giving up 1 run. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's Ashland 3, Boyd County 1. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
Mom, what's for dinner?
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Back for the bottom of the 5th, it's Ashland 3, Boyd County 1. Taylor Culp, the designated player, will lead things off for the Lady Lions here. They find themselves in a 2-run hole, but Brooke Jacobs pitching a no-no so far in this one.
For the Lady Lions, number 16,
she has struggled with control. I don't want to mislead you. She has given up several walks, which is why Boyd County's found themselves in this situation. But even with that, they have a shot here late in the game to draw back, 2 runs down. Here's the 0-1 from Lane. Fouled off by Culp. Lane gets her sign from the Ashland bench. She'll toe the rubber and let it go. Here's the 0-2. Just misses low. A ball and 2 strikes now the count to Taylor Culp. And fouled straight back at us here in the press box. That is about the 5th time we've been hit tonight. That doesn't usually happen. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Culp. Here comes the delivery. Hit towards Pinson, right between the wickets. Delaney can't make the play. And Boyd County has one on after the error at third. That'll bring up Reagan Robbins, the left fielder. She's got some pop in that bat.
Now entering the flex player, running for the DP, number 20, Riley Maynard.
So it'll be Riley Maynard who will come in and run for Culp. And Reagan Robbins will step in with her team down 2 runs. She represents the tying run at the plate. That one misses just inside. Didn't miss by much. Top of the order awaits for Addie Lane. Here comes the 1-0. That one fouled back. Count goes to 1-1 on Robbins. Ashland looking for a double play ball here with nobody out. Here comes the 1-1. That one fouled off. Harmon gave chase. Count now goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Reagan Robbins now will dig in with 2 strikes against her. Boyd County desperately in need of base runners. Here comes the 1-2 from Addie Lane. That one misses outside. Count goes to 2-2. Lane peeks into the dugout to get her sign. Here comes the 2-2 to Robbins. One misses up and out. Full count now to Robbins. Nightmare scenario for the Kittens right now with the top of the order coming up for Boyd County. Nobody out. Here's the 3-2. That one ripped foul. Count will stay 3-2 to Reagan Robbins. Maynard, your courtesy runner on first. That one hit towards Zoe Smith. She's charging and will make the play. Smith tries to fire to first in time, but couldn't get Maynard before she got back. 1 away now. And the top of the order coming up, Savannah Henderson. She's flown out, popped out to short, and flew out to center in her 2 at-bats. And she'll have a word with head coach Lance Caesar before she steps into the box. So Savannah Henderson, the junior, committed to play SEC softball at the University of Kentucky after she graduates next season, steps in with a chance to tie this up. She looks at strike 1 on the corner. Maynard stuck on first after that fly out from Robbins. Lane taking her time. Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped foul down the left field line. Lane now ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Lane. Just misses outside. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on the Boyd County leadoff hitter. Jaden Goad on deck for Boyd County. She has scored the only run for the Lady Lions tonight. That one got away from Lane, way upstairs. 2-2 down the count. Here's the 2-2. That one popped up. Can Pinson get there? She does. 2 away. Great play from Pinson. As it looked like that ball could have gone either way, but at the last second it blew back in towards the field.
Now batting double
And that'll bring up Jaden Goad. Goad singled in her last at-bat in the 4th inning and was driven home by her sister. One misses outside for ball 1. Goad, the lefty slap hitter, steps back into the box. Here comes the 1-0. Bunts it back up the middle, handled by Lane over to first in time. And that will do it for Boyd County. We're going to the top of the 6th. It's Ashland 3, Boyd County 1. You're watching the 64th District Championship here on MyTown TV.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place a to-go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Back for the top of the 6th. It's 7-8-9 going up against Brooke Jacobs. Be Ashley Ingram, the center fielder, who will lead us off. She flew out to right field in her first at-bat back in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to first in her 2nd at-bat in the 4th inning. And now here comes Ingram to get her 3rd crack at Brooke Jacobs. Fouled off. Almost, I was sorry for the delay call, but I was watching to see which. For the life of me, I'll never understand why anyone parks along the parking right behind the visitors' bench here at Ashland. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes now the count to the Ashland senior center fielder. Here comes the 1-2. That one in the dirt. 2-2 now the count to Ashley Ingram. Second baseman Addison Wolf on deck for the Kittens. Here's the 2-2. Misses upstairs. 3-2 now the count to Ingram. Here comes the 3-2 from Jacobs. Slapped right up the middle by Ingram. And Ashland, with their first base hit of the game, comes in the top of the 6th inning. Of course, Ashland with a 3-1 lead in this one. Ashley Ingram sent that one right back up the middle. And the Kittens are in business here in the top of the 6th with Addison Wolf at the plate.
Addison Wolf.
Wolf lays down a bunt towards Henderson in foul territory. That was a heads-up call by home plate umpire Bill Renzi. That was the right call. Jacobs checks her sign. Goes the rubber. Here comes the delivery. Wolf pulls back. That one gets past Bush. Bush fires that one back at her pitcher. And now Ingram in scoring position. Nobody out here. Count 1-1 to Addison Wolf at the plate. Wolf lays a bunt down, although she ends up popping it up back into the netting. So a ball and 2 strikes now the count to Wolf. Just a sophomore, Addison Wolf. Abby Lynch on deck for the Kittens. She's been up to the plate twice, struck out twice. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses upstairs. 2-2 now the count. Wolf fought that one off. Here comes the 2-2 from Jacobs. That one in the dirt, full count now. Jacobs taking a little extra time between pitches. Just trying to settle her mind. She'll lock in on the mitt with a 3-2 count. As Wolf looks at strike 3. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up the right fielder, Abby Lynch. With 1 away.
Number 12, Abby Lynch.
As Brooklyn Duckweiler strides out of the dugout into the on-deck position. Hoping she can get a chance with some runners on here. 1-0 the count to Abby Lynch at the plate. And that one misses high. Jacobs starting to struggle with her control again here in the 6th inning. Not a criticism of this kid. She has been phenomenal all year. Came into this one having pitched 144 2/3 innings on the year. She has been a workhorse for this Boyd County pitching staff. Appearing in 26 games, starting 23. Struck out 97 on the year coming in. And Lynch will reach on a walk, and that will bring Ashland to the top of the order. And the always dangerous Brooklyn Duckweiler will step up to the plate. Courtesy runner will come on for Lynch, and it will be number 4, Haley Walters. So Scott Ingram trading for a little bit of speed on the baseball path. One away, 2 on for Duckweiler. Here's the delivery from Jacobs. That one misses on the outside corner as Bush did her best to frame that one. Didn't miss by much. Delaney on deck for Ashland. Here comes the 1-0. That one hit over the head of the second baseman, Goad. Great play by Maynard to react quickly to that hit. She was able to keep Ingram locked down at third base, so nobody scored for Ashland. But the bases are loaded for Jenna Delaney with 1 away. And the Boyd County infield having a little meeting inside the circle to discuss how they want to play this. The meeting breaks up. Umpire Bill Renzi cleans off the plate. Jenna Delaney digs in. Again, one of the hottest hitters in Kentucky this May so far, Jenna Delaney, with a chance to bust this game wide open. The infield playing in for Boyd County, trying to mow down the runner at home if they can. That pitch up in the zone, up out of the zone rather, to Delaney. Duckweiler at first, Walters at second, Ingram at third, 1 away. Delaney takes another ball, up and out. Jacobs bears down for the 2-0 pitch. Delaney right at Maynard. And Ingram got a bad hop. Everybody's going to have to return to their bases. And a mistake there by Ashland, as that really should have driven in a run. So Jacobs dodges a bullet now with 2 away. Has a chance to get out of this jam with Zoe Smith at the plate. And if Ashland doesn't push one across here, they only have themselves to blame. Strike right down Main Street for Jacobs. That one fouled off. Now Jacobs way ahead to Smith. Jacobs wants to exchange softballs with home plate umpire Bill Renzi. Emily Bush taking care of an equipment issue at home plate. And now Zoe Smith has to shorten up here with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside for ball 1 as Jacobs tried to get Smith to chase one out of the zone. Here's the 1-2. Smith late on that one. Count will stay a ball and 2 strikes. Ashland with 1 swing could essentially put this game away. Or Brooklyn Jacobs could pitch herself out of an epic jam that she is in here in the 6th inning. Smith, deep shot to center, and it is gone. Zoe Smith with a grand slam clears the bases for the Kittens. There was never a doubt as soon as it left her bat. Everyone here at Ashland Blazer High School knew that one was gone. And the Kittens take a commanding 7-1 lead over Boyd County here in the top of the 6th. Zoe Smith with her 7th home run of the season. Cleared them all.
7th home run of the season.
And now, Brooke Jacobs needs to lock in on the plate with Addie Lane, 2 away. She needs to get out of this inning and give her bats a chance to claw their ways back into this one. Lane fouls that one off. Paige Harmon on deck for the Kittens. That one misses inside. Count goes to 1-1. That one hit up the middle, little drop, so Lane reaches on a single. And all of a sudden, the bat's coming alive for the Ashland Kittens here in the 6th. Jacobs had held them hitless leading into this inning. Ashland now with their 4th base hit. And Coach Lance Caesar wants to have a word. With that, we're going to take a break. You are watching the 64th District Championship on MyTown TV. We will be right back.
We know your time.
Water, mold, fire, sewage cleanup handled fast by certified pros. When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX 606 694 1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
So will be Savannah Henderson who will come on for Brooke Jacobs, try to get out of this 6th inning. Henderson has 2 appearances inside the circle this year for Boyd County. She's pitched 1 1/3 inning, and she has struck out 3 and got 1 save on the year. Has not given up a run yet. She'll face up against Paige Harmon.
Now batting for Ashland, number 1, Paige Harmon.
First pitch from Henderson, a strike. Harmon had to wait on that one, ended up fouling it off. Count now 0-2. That one in the dirt, knocked down by Bush. So the runner will not advance, and that runner is a courtesy runner, Avery Caudle on first for Addie Lane. Here comes the 1-2. That one got away from Henderson. Caudle will advance to second. She just couldn't get that one out of her hand. Count will go to 2-2 now on Paige Harmon. Here's the 2-2 from Henderson. That one got away from Henderson, but it bounced perfectly back to Bush, so Avery Caudle could not advance. That one in the dirt. And Harmon will take her base. That'll bring up Emma Penson, who didn't have much luck against Jacobs. She'll now get a shot against Savannah Henderson. 2 on for the Kittens. As the rain starting to fall here at Ashland Blazer High School. Ripped by Penson past the third baseman. Caudle will score from second. So an RBI single for Penson extends Ashland's lead to 8-1. And Ashland with runners again at first and second. That'll bring up Ashley Ingram, who got the hit parade started this inning with a single to center. Here comes the 0-1. That one just misses outside. That was close. The 1-1. Ingram swings and misses. A ball and 2 strikes now to the Ashland center fielder. That one bounces in front of the plate. Count goes to 2-2. Ingram hits that one past the outstretched glove of Brooke Jacobs, and that will get Paige Harmon home from second. So Ingram standing on second. Penson moves to third. Harmon scores. 9-1 now the count. That'll bring up Addison Wolf, who struck out earlier in this inning. So a big inning here for the Kittens in the top of the sixth. They've blown this one wide open. And a chance to add to it with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Ingram on second, Penson on third. Henderson just trying to get out of this inning. That one misses upstairs for ball 2. Not three 3-0 now the count to Addison Wolf, as Henderson has struggled to find the strike zone in her appearance here in the 6th inning. When she has, Ashland's been able to put a bat on it. That one misses upstairs, so Wolf will reach, and they're loaded up once more. This time it will be Abby Lynch who will step up. And we might have another change coming as Coach Caesar having a word with home plate umpire Bill Renzi. Not sure what the discussion is about, but Renzi marking up his scorecard, so tell you what, we'll take a quick break while we sort out what's going on. We'll be right back on MyTown TV.
Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
So McKinley Corey will come on, the 8th grader, in relief of Savannah Henderson. Henderson will move back to third base, and Jacobs will move to the bench. As Corey, who has appeared in 15 games this season, started 3. She's pitched a total of 31 2/3 innings. She's given up 59 hits, 47 runs, 38 of those earned. She's walked 22, struck out 21. She has a 1-3 record on the season with an 8.4 ERA. And it will be Abby Lynch, the right fielder for Ashland, who will step into the box with 2 away. It's been like that for a while. Boyd County just trying to get out of this inning. Penson, your runner on third, who reached on a RBI single.
Number 12, Abby Lynch.
Ingram, the runner on second. And Addison Wolf, the runner on first. Here comes the delivery from Corey. Inside corner for strike one. Lynch hits it to deep center. Stevens back, makes the catch, and that will do it for Ashland. They had a big sixth inning and pushed their lead out 9-1 over Boyd County. We'll be right back for the bottom of the sixth after this on MyTown TV. Bottom of the sixth, Boyd County has some work to do at the plate. Ashland has stormed out to a 9-1 lead as the rain beginning to pick up a little heavier now here in the bottom of the inning, and it'll be J.C. Goad who will step in for Boyd County.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for Boyd County, number 11, J.C. Goad.
Boyd County right now, more than anything, needs base runners. And the good news for both of these teams, win or lose, they both move on to the 16th region tournament. That one fouled straight back. Of course, I think there is a much easier path to the championship if you go in as part of the winners pool, which you'll likely avoid teams like maybe Bath County, East Carter, Greenup County. Hattie Lane now way ahead to Goad, 0-2. Here comes the delivery. One just misses on the outside corner. The rain's coming down, but nobody's leaving. Stands still full on both sides. Two and two now, the count to go. Pitchers sometimes can lose focus after their team has a big inning at the plate. Goad fouls that one straight back towards my car. Judging by the reaction of the fans on the Ashland side, I think that might have left a mark on someone's vehicle. Here's the 2-2. That one sent foul. Just missed the bed of a pickup truck. So the count will remain 2-2 to the Boyd County senior shortstop. Upstairs, full count now as Addie Lane is in danger of losing the leadoff hitter here in the sixth inning. Brooke Jacobs, the power hitter for Boyd County, on deck. Fouled off by Goad. She takes a big cut. 3-2. Count will stay 3-2 as Goad proving to be a tough out with 2 strikes. Fouled off again by Goad. Goad looks at her head coach, Lance Caesar, just gives a shrug like I could do this all day. Lane toes the rubber. Here's the full count delivery. Popped up. Delaney calls off Pinson and makes the basket catch. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Brooke Jacobs.
Now coming to the plate, number 45, Brooklyn Jacobs.
Jacobs has been walked in both of her plate appearances tonight. Not the worst case scenario for Ashland, as Jacobs can hit with power. Lane. That one misses in the dirt. 2-0 now the count to Brooke Jacobs. That one catches the outside corner. I think Jacobs felt that was a little low and out of the zone. 2-1 the count regardless. Grace Stevens on deck for the Lady Lions. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And here's the 2-2 delivery from Addie Lane. That one popped up towards Ingram in center. She comes in on it and makes the catch 2 away. And Grace Stevens, the center fielder, will step into the box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 3, Grace Stevens.
Spitting rain now coming down on the field here at Ashland Blazer High School. Ripped foul down the third baseline. Stevens popped out in foul territory to the catcher, Brooklyn Duckweiler, back in the 2nd inning, reached on a single in the 4th. That one will break foul. Smith had a beat on it but couldn't run it down. So now Lane way ahead in the count to Grace Stevens. Don't be surprised if she tries to catch her chasing something out of the zone here. And that one and I believe the home plate umpire felt like Stevens stuck her knee in. And Honestly, she probably did, but I've seen that a lot this season on both the baseball and softball fields around the 16th region. So 1-2 now, the count to Stevens. Lane wants to rethink that pitch, and she communicates that to her catcher, Duckweiler. Here comes the 1-2. That one popped up. Ashland might have a chance at it. Nope, drifts foul, out of play. The catcher, Emily Bush, waiting on deck should Stevens reach here with 2 outs. The only game in town tonight from My Town TV. Everybody else rained out. That one popped up and out of play again. So Lane peeks into the dugout to get her sign. That one hit the left field. That might go, and it does. So Grace Stevens with a home run, her 3rd of the season, pulls one back for Boyd County. You got a good jump on that one and parked it right over the left field fence. So Ashland now with a 7-run lead, 9-2. And that will bring up Emily Bush, the catcher. And this is an important batter for Addie Lane, as I know she would rather, in the bottom of the 7th, face the 7, 8, 9 hitters rather than the top of the lineup for Boyd County. And that one misses low for ball 1. He catches the inside tape. Count goes to 1-1 on Bush. You know, we give a lot of credit to Brooke Jacobs this season for the work she's done inside the circle for Boyd County. Emily Bush deserves a lot of that credit as well, as she's been able to handle her pitchers all year long. And, you know, it was supposed to be a 3-headed monster with Elin Simpkins, Brooke Jacobs, Layson Black, and Layson hasn't been able to play more than just a few games this season due to injury. Elin never got started. So it's been Emily Bush and Brooke Jacobs working together through this Boyd County schedule all season long. A ball and 2 strikes. As Lane's trying to get out of this 6th inning. Already gave up 1 home run to Grace Stevens. That went off the handle. Delaney charges it. Can't make the catch. It'll drop. Boy, she laid out for it. Just couldn't get there. So Boyd County with a runner on. That'll bring up Kaylee May. Still sprinkling out there over the softball field.
Courtesy runner entering the game, number 6, Tyler Caesar.
So Tyler Caesar on as a courtesy runner. Some speed on the base path for Boyd County. Kaylee May at the plate. She struck out twice against Lane tonight. And Lane puts her in the rocking chair for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 from Lane. Catches the outside corner for strike two. So Lane's worked her inside, outside, and now ahead in the count. She'll see if she can get May to chase one. And that'll do it. Here in the bottom of the sixth, Boyd County pulls one back, but Ashland leads this one 9-2. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do body work and repair.
We've got a full service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
Back for the top of the seventh. It's McKinley Corey who will stay in to face off against Brooklyn Duckweiler.
Leading off the top of the seventh, we're looking at number 21, Brooklyn Duckweiler.
Duckweiler's walked twice and singled. And here's the first pitch from Corey on the way. That's gone. Duckweiler turns on it, sends it over the fence in left center. And you knew it as soon as it left the bat. Brooklyn Duckweiler with her 13th round trip of the year. And Ashland gets that run back they gave up in the sixth. 10-2 the count now. And the equally dangerous Jenna Delaney stepping up to the plate.
Number 13, Jenna Delaney.
So a conference inside the circle. Perhaps to pass on some encouragement to their 8th grade pitcher, McKinley Corey. First pitch from Corey to Delaney misses inside for ball one. Delaney hits that one to center field, and it's off the base of the wall. So Delaney with a stand-up double. And this game has opened up for the Kittens in the late innings. And that'll bring up Zoe Smith, who broke this game wide open back in the 6th with a grand slam to dead center. That was her 7th home run of the year. Now a chance to step in and add to Ashland's lead with a runner in scoring position. That one ripped towards Goad at short. And Goad elects to go to first to chop down Smith. Delaney advances to third. So with one away, it'll be Addie Lane who will step in. After the 6-3 putout. And Delaney may have jammed herself up with a late slide at third. As head coach Scotty Ingram wanted to have a word with her, but she looks to be okay. Delaney will charge home after that ball got past Bush. So Ashland now out to an 11-2 lead. One away here, top of the 7th. Misses outside for ball 2. Three and 0 now, the count to Lane. And barring a Boyd County miracle in the bottom half of this inning, it will be Ashland who will advance to the winner's pool in the 16th region draw. Of course, that tournament will take place next week at East Carter High School. We'll, of course, bring all of your MyTown TV schools to you. And we will release a broadcast schedule for next week as soon as we get a hold of the brackets. Lane. Single over the head of Goad. And the hits just keep on coming for the Kittens. Paige Harmon now will step in to take her hacks. Harmon with 7 home runs on the season to herself.
Entering the game is courtesy runner, number 11.
And Avery Cottle will come on as a courtesy runner for Lane. Lane wants to have a word with Paige to give her some advice on something she saw when she faced off against McKinley Corey.
Paige Harmon.
Harmon, deep center. Stevens back on the warning track, makes the catch. And there's 2 away. As Harmon put a charge into that one, but just short of the fence. I got to say, most of these girls who you've seen hit home runs tonight, they work out with Adam Lalonde, who I think is probably the best hitting coach you're going to find in our region, if not in the entire state of Kentucky. If you've got a player who's hitting home runs in either Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, you can bet they're probably working with Lalonde. That's why we call him the bomb doctor around here. 2 away. Corey working to the plate. Penson fouls that one off. 1-1 now the count. Two and 2 the count to Penson. Two and 1 rather. Excuse me. 3-1 now the count to Penson. Swing and a miss. Full count now to the Ashland senior third baseman. McKinley Corey with a chance to get out of this one. She's one pitch away. Here's the 3-2. Off the handle from Penson. Count will stay 3-2. Ashley Ingram, the center fielder for Ashland, on deck. Should Penson reach. Penson fouls that one off. Eighth grader against senior. Here's the delivery from Corey. Penson slaps one up the middle past the extended glove of J.C. Goad. So now Ashland has two on for the senior Ashley Ingram. You know, this score tonight lopsided in Ashland's favor. That should not take anything away from what this Boyd County Lady Lions team has been able to accomplish this year. You know, pitching is so important in softball. And again, not to take anything away from Brooke Jacobs, she was just asked to do a lot all season long. And that happens when you go into the season, or into the off season rather, last season, thinking you're going to have 3 aces to throw next season, and you lose 2 of them. Ingram hits a bomb to center, but right at Stevens, and that will do it for the Kittens. Ashland 3 outs away from a 64th district championship. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Back for the bottom of the 7th. The Kittens are 3 outs away from a 64th district championship. And it will be the 8-hitter, Taylor Culp, who will lead things off here for Boyd County as they're going to try to chip away. They need a miracle here, trailing by 9 runs. Culp hits one to center field, handled by Ingram. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now coming to the plate, number 24.
Reagan Robbins. Boyd County left fielder will step in. With 1 away. That one misses inside. You know, as we mentioned before, first matchup of the year, Boyd County won that one here at Ashland back on April 21st. By a score of 8-2. Ashland won the second one a week later at Boyd County, 13-8. And now tonight, Ashland 2 outs away from their second consecutive win over Boyd County this season, and this one for a district title. That one catches the inside tape. 2 balls and a strike to Reagan Robbins. Robbins rips that one foul. I don't think you can ask any more out of Addie Lane if you're Scott Ingram than what you've received tonight. That one popped up towards Smith. She's under it for out number 2. Boyd County down to their last out, and it'll be Savannah Henderson, the leadoff hitter, who will step in.
Now batting for Boyd County, number 4, Savannah Henderson.
Henderson popped up to short, flew out to center. And then popped out to third. And Lane misses the first pitch low. Here comes the 1-0. Rip towards Delaney at short. She's got it over to first in time, and the Ashland Kittens are your 2026 64th District champions. And they did it in convincing fashion over the Boyd County Lady Lions tonight by a count of 11-2. We'll be right back for the trophy presentation right after this on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Back for the Restoration RX post-game show, and Athletic Director Jim Conway inside the circle. This time he'll present the runner-up trophy to the Boyd County Lady Lions. And again, no reason for those girls to hang their heads. They have put together a really good season battling against some adversity this year. And they are a team that absolutely could challenge for the 16th region title. Again, it comes down to pitching. And if your pitcher is locked in and can get outs, you've got a shot. Boyd County definitely has the bats.
Good job, ladies.
One of the best hitting teams you're going to find in the state of Kentucky. Just didn't happen tonight for them as Addie Lane was locked in, and now
64th District Championship Trophy to your Ashland Kittens.
the Ashland Kittens step out. The seniors out to pick up the trophy, and they call their teammates in to celebrate, and they certainly do right inside the circle. The Ashland Kittens are 2026 64th District champions. And they did it with pitching this season. They did it with hitting. The top of the order all season has been strong. The middle and bottom of the order as the season progressed started getting stronger. They started to contribute with really good at-bats. That's when this team really turned it up and became almost unbeatable. They only lost one game in May, and that was on the road at Wheelersburg. And other than that, they had been putting up big numbers all season long. But that is going to do it for us here at Ashland Blazer High School. Both teams advance to the 16th region tournament. That draw will come out sometime in the next, I believe it's going to be Saturday morning. When it does, our social media manager, Brian Harris, I'm sure will have a graphic up immediately showing you exactly who plays and when. And we will be at East Carter High School to bring you the 64th region tournament next week. But for my production crew tonight, Grant Sutherland and Josh Pack, I'm Chris Pullum. I want to thank Noah Rhodes, who joined me for part of this game too. And until next week, so long, everybody.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Our mission is to ensure the health and safety of the community through the provision of essential health services and public health education.
Public health is public wealth.